Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalawam. This Zephaniah, Yahawahs, Yasha'Allah, coming from Sith Lord Tiger School of Truth. And today's lesson is called the Warrior. You know what I mean? So I'm doing something about to do something new now. Give me a chance to put more work in. I was doing this before I started doing classes, but it was like I get, news clippings and little stuff, post a few little scriptures, post before I actually start full-fledged doing classes. So this little thing I'm about to start doing now is called uh daily medicine. You know what I mean? This called daily medicine, and each episode gonna be called a dose. So this dose one right here, you know what I mean, about to go into about just being a warrior. You know what I mean? Some stuff about being a warrior. You know what I mean? He's not gonna be no full fledged, not even no full fledged. There's not gonna be no class. It's just gonna be like a little lesson. I'm gonna do these for lessons because my natural format is to do a class Wednesday and a class on the Sabbath. But being as though I got two small babies, and it's a lot of work I'm doing, you know what I mean? Trying to grow my business, dealing with my wife, all this stuff going on around me. I ain't letting that stop me, pull me out the truth. Not pull me out the truth, but slow my work ethic down. Cause I study too hard, you know what I mean, for too many months and hours a day to get to my point now and act like I'm comfortable. Act like I know it all. Act like I don't need to keep my black ass need to keep studying too. You know what I mean? But yeah. And what's been going on, man? Seen came across a video IUIC they posted of John about the transgender dogs. You know what I mean? I seen another brother, Benjamin brother I follow from HODC was talking about that, about the school system and all that. And even an elder today, I just came out of Sabbath service. You know what I mean? Like an hour ago. Me and my wife and my kids and all that. Watching the Sabbath service class. So the elder mentioned that about why these camps ain't. I've been mentioned it in one of my classes, but I ain't. It ain't gonna be that many tuning in. I'm just starting out. But about why these brothers not attacking this transgender stuff? Cause like you said, they still got idols in their head, man. Man, I'm attacking that stuff. Like I told my wife, now you gotta prove to me that you're a real woman. I'm not giving you no benefit. If I was in the world, I'd probably be trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm fully always spiritually awakened, man, and I'm studying everything. It's brothers that's in the truth movement, not in the Yahawah's truth, but then I'm gonna say the conscious community looking into that stuff and show you how to break it down and all that. You know what I mean? So I'm skeptical of all this stuff. This is an evil kingdom, man. It's a real evil kingdom, man. This is an evil kingdom. So, um, yeah, and what else? Oh, the elder, he was talking about, he showed how GMS, they made a video about, because the elder, he just went on and did it because a lot of these brothers that's in the truth, they getting old understanding. A lot of these elders and all that, they believe in Christianity for real. I seen an elder now, a gray head elder. He probably was in the truth. I think he been in the truth 30, 40 years. He was teaching and he went into Genesis. He talking about Eve was really talking to a snake. That the Most High can do what he want and all that. He was talking to a snake for real. And then you got other brothers believing in the miracles, far as Christ walking on water. He turned water into wine. He turned water into wine. That's talking about he took the truth, YAHAWAHS truth, and turned it into wine. What's wine on wine physically? It's something to make men feel good. You know what I mean? And on a spiritual level, wine going to understandings too. You know what I mean? It go into bad understanding. Was Christ teaching a bad understanding? No. So we know he wasn't talking about understandings with that. It say he turned water into wine. What he say? He was thinking on me as the scriptures that it said, out of his belly should flow rivers of living water. That wasn't talking about, oh, a river gonna bust out his belly and be this liver and you gonna be sitting there and with a river coming out your stomach. Nah, it's talking about your mind. The truth gonna start coming out your mind. The real truth. The truth that can heal and wake people up to what's really going on out here is what that's saying. You know what I mean? So he took the water, the living water, which is the truth, and turned it into wine. Wine is like a medicine to make men feel good. So he took the truth that it can be better when you ain't got no understanding, because it's going to rebuke Big Mama. It's going to rebuke past the pork chop. It's going to rebuke your kids, your father, your mother. It's going to rebuke everything around you. But if we give you that real understanding, you know what I mean, it's going to turn into wine. You're going to start loving the truth. You know what I mean? The more understanding you get, the more you love the truth. You know what I mean? The flesh is weak and it try to attack you in certain kind of ways, but your spirit gonna keep battling to the end if you know what's good for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. So a lot of these brothers, man, they came in the truth with Esau truth knowledge. They brought Esau knowledge and the truth with them on their back in the book bag. They got Yahweh truth, but they had a little man person on the side with Esau truth in it. Come on, man. If it say Christ came as a man, man. It tell you in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7 that wasn't no king that been born no other way. It start going into about, hold up, let's get it. Let's get it. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 7. It say, myself also am a mortal man, like the all, and the offspring of him that first made the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man. No, it was the seed of a spirit, of the seed of man. Come on, man. And the pleasure that came with sleep. And when I was born, I drew in the common air and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. And what Christ tell you was that in Revelations with John, when he said he the king of the Jews. Said put king of the Jews, man. But it just said it right there. There is no king that had any other beginning of birth. So you can't say, oh, that's wisdom of Solomon. That's Solomon talk. I can get deeper on who Solomon really is, but I'm not. It's a, you can try to say that, but Christ tell you in Hebrews, is it 10:7, and it's and Psalms 40:7. Lo, I come in the volume of the book. That's what he tell you. Say, I come in a volume of the book. The whole book is of Christ, man. Let's get it. Psalms 40:7. Then I said, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. So this whole book is written of YAHAWAHS, who they call Jesus Christ. Then I can precept it and go to Hebrews. Go to Hebrews 10:7. Then I said, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. To back that up in Psalms. So if Solomon saying that, Psalms say the whole book is written to him. Then he back it up in Hebrews and it say the same thing. There's other precepts I can prove, but I'm not going to dive into all that. He says it's written of him. So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 1. I myself also am a mortal man, like the all and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. Come down. It say, for there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. Verse 5. So it's letting you know right there, this is a mystery puzzle book. A puzzle book full of mysteries, man. It's a puzzle that's full of mysteries. You gotta link stuff together. Because if they'd have wrote this book straight up, Esau and them would have destroyed it. These devils is dumb. They had to get brothers, snitches and all that to figure out our dialect in the streets. All our slang and all that. Even in the rap game, they had to get informers to figure out what we was talking about. So that's how you know. They ain't know this book was we was going figure this thing back out and start condemning their ass with it. You know, because these devils is dumb, like I keep saying. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, so Christ ain't take no water and turn it into wine, man. When I was little, I used to wonder, could he really do that? Take a fish and feed 5,000 people. That stuff ain't never sit right with me. You know what I mean? That's why I wasn't getting no understanding when I was little. But that's where the preachers pass the pork chop and them teach you that. Come on now. Christ came as a regular man. Now he said, ye not going to meet thee as a man. So he said he going to come back with vengeance as a God. He said, I will not meet thee as a man. So he letting you know, okay, I came as a regular man the first time. I had spiritual powers and high wisdom. You know what I mean? We got spiritual powers. You gotta know how to recognize spiritual power. You know what I mean? He said we gonna do greater works than he did. So we gotta have spiritual power. Is we walking on water? Is we turning water into wine? No, not physically we not. You know what I mean? This book is written in code and slang and similitudes, man. It's written in slang for us to recognize. You know what I mean? Um, what else? Oh, I just finished up my Earth jump. Just finished that up. Did part 6, part 7. Part 7 was the conclusion. It wasn't at first, but then I made it the conclusion. I might still do another conclusion to it where I can go ahead and put something else heavy together, just to land me back on what I previously did. You know, basically, the earth not moving, is not flying around the sun 67,000 miles per hour. These devils didn't go to the moon in 1969. That's their number. 666. 1969 is, that 6 is a 6 and that 9 is an upside down 6. I can show you they shot 6 missiles up in the firmament trying to test it, trying to see if they can break it. You know what I mean? That's how dumb these devils is. When the scriptures tell them dummies, it's water up there. And that he flooded the earth from up there. Below too, but a lot of it came from up there. So why is you shoot nuclear missiles up there? Devils is dumb, man. I'm not going to follow nothing they was teaching. They was teaching that turning water into wine, Christ walking on water. He feeding 5,000 people with one fish. A lot of these dudes who was squares in the world, they teaching that. And brothers that's lazy, they just want to, they not meditating in the truth, and they just want to just add sensationalism to their teachings. Come on, man. If that's the case, then Eve was talking to a real snake, damn it. Come on, man. It's more stuff being revealed to us, man. This don't diminish YAHAWAHS, because we know he been on this earth a few times, and he was back there in the wilderness, man, giving the Israelites light and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was the one. He the one who came down here and and was killing their firstborn and all that. It tell you in Wisdom of Solomon, thy holy word leaped off his royal throne. You know what I mean? We all know the creator, Yahweh was the creator, man. He's set apart from everything. Infinite being. Yahweh. You know what I mean? But Christ, he a ruler too. You know what I mean? We dealing with celestial beings, man. That's doing what they want. They can come on the earth, you know, die, leave, go back up to the spirit realm, whatever. You know what I mean? Just like the rain come down, evaporate up, come back down, right? Everything going cycles. So if the Most High Yahweh created this earth and all that, you don't think his creation don't go farther than what we understand? I see. That ain't no hard concept. Come down here in a body, your body just a car. You get these spurs and he put spurs in bodies. The body is the vehicle. Then when it died, the spur go back the way it came from, and then it come back in another car. Because it can't operate down here. This is not the celestial realm down here. So it's not going to operate properly down here. Like, whereas it's going to be seen and heard and all that. Like Esau tell you, where they had this show called Ghost Hunters and people that fake talk the spirits and all that stuff. Come on, man. Come on, man. Um, yeah, man. Them brothers that's doing that, they wicked as hell. Like he said, do a class, and prove the elder wrong. You know what I mean? Don't mention his name. Don't show him in a video. This because it's gonna circulate around. Y'all got enough followers and people that's liking to make that garbage circulate around. So it'll be seen. You know, you gotta meditate on the stuff. Just like the elder brought out about the five fish and the 2 loaves of bread. The 2 loaves of bread is the northern and the southern kingdom, and the 5 fish is the Torah. It makes sense. That's dumb. Come on, man. He took 5 fish, 2 loaves of bread. Come on, man. That's not talking about literal fish and bread. That's how people talk in code and slang. You from the street, you damn well can see it, man. But that's all I talk with in the street is slang. When I'm talking to street dudes, I use a lot of slang and code and all that. My stuff be so heavy to the point, sometimes they might gotta ask me what I mean if they ain't that sharp. Cause I used to be a lyricist. I still am a lyricist. You know what I mean? I haven't been writing, but I ain't lost that talent. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. So I always meditated on ways to talk and all that, especially so the police can't pinpoint what you're talking about. I always just know it on them listening with parabolic mics. They can be a block down and got a parabolic mic beamed in your direction and hear your whole conversation. Hear your conversation in the house. They could be a block away, like 2 blocks away. Man, brothers just got meditating this truth, man. And the elder right. Y'all out there looking like clowns, man. Yeah, I said it. Y'all Negroes out there looking like clowns, man. Y'all got that soft, effeminate spirit. I bet you y'all was some squares up in the world, man. Either some college boys or some squares. You know what I mean? Still got Christianity stuck in your head, man. You know what I mean? Christ gonna come back as a God though, like he said. You know what I mean? He gonna come back as a God, but he was a. How is you gonna follow him if he had special powers? I ain't talking about his spirit, his regular spirit, normal spiritual powers, the way he can see stuff and teach and understand knowledge and all that. I'm talking about magical powers, spiritual powers like that. You're gonna be like, I can't never be like him. That man had magic, like David Copperfield. I'm an equal to that. That's gonna discourage you. But if he was a regular man, you gonna strive hard to try to be like that man. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be doing lessons called daily medicine. You know what I mean? Each lesson is a dose. You know what I mean? Uh, uh, I'm just trying to put my brick in and build my information up and all that. You know, just trying to, just putting my brick in and coming with stuff people can use. You know what I mean? People knowing the truth, people that been in the truth longer than me, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, I came in this truth with wisdom. You know what I mean? And I'm still growing with wisdom and with knowledge and understanding. You know what I mean? Working on my spirit, helping my wife work on her spirit. It's a battle. I got 2 young babies. That's a battle. I'm really battling right now. You know what I mean? Trying not to lose hope. You know what I mean? I got the faith. I understand. Yahawah ain't gonna come on my time. You know what I mean? He gonna come when he gonna come. He gonna come when the 144 was sealed. Everybody want this 400-year mystery. Ain't no 400 years. You know what I mean? He gonna come when the 144 sealed. The 144 in the regular population of Israel, whatever number that is, 1/3, I guess. You know what I mean? Unless the 1/3 is the 144, ain't a regular population. You know what I mean? It's the starting off population. You know what I mean? Because we gonna repopulate this earth back righteously though. You know what I mean? And just keep meditating on this truth. Um, just keep letting my spirit guide me to search stuff out. You know what I mean? Working on these feast days. You know what I mean? Day of Atonement. About to do my atonement. I ain't do it on the actual day. Um, cause I had to get some more understanding on it. Cause the offering by 5, I'm thinking you make your offering before the sun go down, you know, and then going into your atonement. You eat and all that, and then you go into the atonement and you ain't eating for that whole day. You know what I mean? But I found the understanding that they're talking about sacrifices and all that, making a sacrifice. You know what I mean? And we ain't under that law no more, making sacrifices. So last year I did atonement just fasting and praying. You know what I mean? I came in this truth keeping feast days. Like I said, my understanding out the roof. It take me a millisecond to pick up on stuff and to analyze and meditate and figure out how to do something. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I came in this truth doing feast days. I'm gonna keep doing them to the best of my ability. You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. So this lesson is called um, um, the warrior. Just a small dose of medicine about a warrior, man. The warrior. Books I'm using: King James Bible, missing a stone. Got 12 stones on that thing. King James Apocrypha. So where we starting off at? Starting off at Numbers 1 and 23. So we at spiritual war right now. You know what I mean? Brothers, it's a big thing in Israel where a lot of people thinking they ain't gotta keep no feast days, they ain't gotta wear no fringes. They just can keep being niggas in the truth. Who wanna keep being a nigga, man, out here? When your woman talk any kind of way, you know what I mean? She can dress any kind of way. I ain't like that shit in the world. My woman dressing all provocative and whorish looking, cause I've patterned the whatever my likings of women to my grandmother. You know what I mean? You know, my grandmother just passed. You know, I'm in mourning right now doing this. You know what I mean? You know, it was some little, I'm just gonna keep it in, but that's basically what it is. She was 90 something. Um, you know, um, but that's who I patterned women after, my grandmother, you know what I mean? And yeah. So, oh, first off, I want to give all honor and all glory to the Most High Yahawah, the God that created the heavens and the earth, the God that'll put you to death for anything. Uh, 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 you know, the God that gave me the faith, the wisdom, and the power to keep stretching. Like Olympic, like a marathon runner. Tightening up. Got to keep running, get to the finish line. Keep working on my household, my family. You know what I mean? Not being puffed up, recognizing spurs that's trying to leap on, and rebuking them and getting them up off you. What else, man? Um, and some honor to Yahweh Shai, the next king. and ruler of this earth. And salute and shalawam to all the brothers teaching in sincerity, working on their spirit, um, trusting in the Most High, you know, not trying to tear their brothers down with garbage and you off as a mug. You know what I mean? You know, and just try to follow a righteous path. You know what I mean? You can say what you want. You know what I mean? I ain't no hater. Ain't nobody doing it like the elder in them, man. Cause that's biblical. Getting land, showing your people how to eat better. You know what I mean? Better food. Cause when we go to the market and all that and get organic stuff. That stuff tastes way better than going to the local grocery store. You know what I mean? I'm working on growing now. What I got right here? This is my mango tree. This junk growing. Got more junk sprouting at the top. Little leaf, they be bent at first and then they sprout out. They lift up. You know what I mean? Last time I had it was downhill. It's growing some more. Then these right here, I think these is grapefruit. This joint right here, this joint right here. This right here, I don't know what this is. I'm trying to think on what this could possibly be before I snatch it out. I'm thinking of some weeds over here too. This and this might be weed. But this right here and these two, this grapefruit or orange. I would put grapefruit seeds in here. Or I put the grapefruit joints in here first. Orange seeds. I got my lemon trees growing over there. I got a pineapple joint growing. You know what I mean? Pineapple joint. Got that joint growing. Let me see if you can see it. That joint. That joint right there with the joints that's going out like this. That's a pineapple joint growing. One with the long stems growing behind that cactus. That's a pineapple joint growing right there with them long stems. Right there. That's a pineapple joint. Um, yeah. If you're not working on your growing, that's the whole end game of this truth. Get you some land, cultivate it. Whether if you got a small congregation, at least you leading by example. You growing in your backyard or whatever space you got, you growing. You talk, you gathering at the leaders of your congregation together, working on trying to get some land so y'all can have fresh food and stuff. You know what I mean? If you can get a nice lot of land, get that, bro. You could build little small houses on it. They even got the little small Chinese houses for like 5,000 a jump. You know what I mean? You can get you a warehouse built on it. You can build a joint out of cinder blocks. You know what I mean? I seen a studio built out of cinder blocks. When you went inside it, that joint was so luxury in that joint. You know what I mean? It looked like a big cinder block building. Then when you go inside, that joint was, yeah, hitting inside that joint. It's ways if you get your congregation together, ways to do. See, them brothers like that, that's teaching, oh, Christ walked on water, he did this, he did that. They thinking some fantasy stuff gonna happen. It's gonna be ways we gonna have or whatever if it's meant for you. Cause you believe it in the Most High. You gonna prepare for what you know is coming. You know what I mean? No, they thinking like a bag of food gonna mysteriously fall through your ceiling, laying on your floor every day for you and your family. It's telling us to gather ourselves together. It's talking about gather y'all ass together, put y'all minds together, and get a strategy. You know what I mean? It's gonna be angels working stuff and all that. You know what I mean? It's just gonna work if you trusting in the Most High and you preparing. You gonna have. You know what I mean? You gonna have them buckets that last 10, 20 years with sugar, salt, flour. You know what I mean? Pepper, beans, rice. You know what I mean? You gonna have medical supplies put up. You know what I mean? Even the water. You know what I mean? You gonna get rain catchers. You can put rain catchers at the drainage on the gutters and all that. Catch the rainwater, whatever. You gonna build you a grill, 5 pit grill, wherever at. You know what I mean? You gonna have solar generators. You know what I mean? That's prepping. If you got money to spend on this all other stuff, you could take money and prep. You know what I mean? For whatever how much space you got, but you can afford to, store something. Try. You know what I mean? You know, if it do happen that way, I trust the Most High. If I do what He want me to do and it's meant for me, He gonna guide me through this thing. You know what I mean? You know, that's the part I'm trusting in. So He guide me to get my house together. Is getting my wife to. We need to do this. We need to do that. You know what I mean? I got 2 small babies. I can't wait for a bag of groceries to fall through the ceiling. You know what I mean? I can't do that. You know what I mean? I gotta have something in place already. You know what I mean? So that's my focus now, and teaching. Teaching, putting my brick in. I wanna start a school and teach wellness classes, classes about herbs. I had the sisters doing that. I probably be doing that in the beginning. You know what I mean? And teaching the laws on the Sabbath, you know, and basically the laws and the laws of the Bible. You know what I mean? Well, if I'm talking about this earth, them laws too. Them the laws of creation. You know what I mean? A whole lot of stuff. So we going into the warrior right now. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing a daily medicine. Um, you know, this dose number 1, talking about the warrior. Cause you got a lot of weak brothers out there, man. I ain't sisters. The sisters, the women is the weaker vessel. Expect them to be weak. They need strong men that's gonna turn them around. Rock of these brothers is weak, man. You got a lot of dudes in this truth that's weak too. They got weak spurs on them. I can pinpoint a weakling from a mile away. You gotta be warriors in this truth. That don't mean get your gun and run out and start killing your enemies. We all know who our enemies is. Nah, that means being tough on these laws and what we supposed to be doing and trusting in the Most High. You know what I mean? And meditating. It tell you Joshua 1 and 5. This what a lot of brothers ain't doing. Cause if you're a warrior, man, and if you're a warrior and you got an enemy you trying to conquer, you know he ain't no little pushover enemy. You gotta sit back and meditate on what I need to do to overcome this enemy. You're not gonna just, man, I'm gonna go find this dude or this man or this nigga or this whatever and go do this and do that without you ain't do no homework, no study, no nothing, no research, no nothing on this people. And he's sitting back doing that, letting you play yourself out of position. So we gonna go to Joshua 1 and 5. No, it ain't Joshua 1 and 5. It's 1 and 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So, if you meditate on this truth day and night, you won't come to the realization we really at war, man. The more you study, and the more you're not just watching TV now, you studying TV. That's what I'm doing. When I watch a show, I'm looking to find whatever truth I can get out of it. Something subliminal. If it's something a show I seen before, like a movie or something, you know what I mean? Because I'm barely watching TV like that. You know what I mean? My son will watch stuff more than me. You know what I mean? I watch stuff like Blue Planet I watch stuff, a lot of animal shows about the animals, a lot of little stuff about the weather. I watch a lot of learning stuff I watch. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. You gonna come to realization we at war, man. And when you at war, you can't be playing with your enemy. You can't underestimate your enemy, man. That's what a lot of these dudes doing. They underestimating Esau, thinking they can just say, "Oh, I'm an Israelite, put fringes on, and Esau ain't gonna touch, or the Most High ain't gonna touch." They don't understand we at war. The Most High, I'm looking for soldiers, man. Looking for soldiers, not sissies. You know, what side you gonna be on? You gonna be a soldier or a sissy? That's what it boils down to. Um, Book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 2. Take ye the sum of all. So once you meditate in this truth and you understand you at war, you trying to find some recruits. If you're a general, I got a general spur. You know what I mean? A leader. So that's all I've been doing, recruiting, trying to find brother. I've been teaching the truth out there in the highways and byways. But like everybody's saying, a lot of these people just want to be niggas out here. You know what I mean? I talk to Israelites on the phone. His brother, a lot of, my God brother, he said he met a dude, a brother, I forgot where he met the brother at. I think I seen him online, brother named Jedediah or something like that. And he was telling them how he ain't with no camps and this and that. To each his own. You know what I mean? I ain't with no camp because a camp is just a school. In ancient times, a camp was a spot where they set up. It was set up at the congregation up at. You know what I mean? To teach, the mingle, the whatever. You know what I mean? We in a future time now. You know what I mean? Your camp is your school. You know, when you going hiking and all that, what it say? I'm about to go camping. What you do when you go camping? You find a spot to set up, to congregate. Same thing. Brothers hear that word camp, they ain't got no understanding. You just congregate with your people. See, but I see what it is. A lot of these brothers scared of that warfare. And they scared, and they rebellious. They don't want no brother to lead them. Well, Numbers 1 and 52 tell each man start his own camp. So start your own school, your own camp. Let's get it. Book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 52. And the children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every man by his own camp. and every man by his own standard throughout their hosts, their armies. So we a nation of warriors, a nation of little small armies. Each camp, each school is a little mini army. So it's telling you every man by his own camp and by his own standard. So if you ain't agreeing with, I ain't saying you in a school rebel with your leadership and just roll. Nah, try to work that out. If y'all still can't come to understand, all right, go start your own thing. But that's just the Most High spreading the truth fast. But if you fall back and get to hating camps and you just, you know what I mean, you know, because there's truth about helping people spiritually and physically too. You know what I mean? So how's you gonna help somebody if you ain't trying to start no school? But that school going to having a building, you get that, then you gonna wanna get some land. You gonna wanna, you know what I mean, instead of just I go teach outside, then I go home. You know what I mean? Nah, you know what I mean? This truth is about living biblical. My last milk class gonna be about that, about being the perfect, the ultimate Israelite, according to what's biblical, what we supposed to be striving to do. Whether you actually do it or wind up doing it or not, at least you trying though. So, Book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 2. Take ye the sum of all congregation of the children of Israel, after their families by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every man by their posts. Verse 3. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. So right now, we've been kicked out the homeland. So what's Israel now? Is the people. It was a people before it was a place. So I did a class on that. It was a people before a place. So right now in captivity, it's the people. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get brothers. You know, I got my little cousin in training now. He like 16. I don't know. He might be 17 or 18. I ain't sure. Woke him up. His mother talked to his mother. She said he's still studying, wearing his fringes and all that. You know what I mean? I don't know how true that is, but that's what she told me. Been a lot of little stuff going on. I gotta keep working on my household though. You know, you still got your arm up. I come back. I ain't gonna forget you and pull you up. You know what I mean? Still need that arm up. You know, most I might happen that way to. You might gotta go through some more trials while we here to toughen you up some more. You know what I mean? 'Cause Youngin ain't know nothing. He ain't even know nothing about Martin Luther King, about Malcolm X, about none of that stuff. I'm like, they ain't teaching nothing in school. Youngin graduated and all that. You know what I mean? But it ain't nothing out here, man. Ain't nothing out here. When he ain't graduated yet, but he about to graduate. Good student. You know what I mean? You know, going through the stuff boys go through. Um, yeah, that's what I want. That's my passion to do. You know what I mean? You know, and go teaching some of these slums around, these real rough neighborhoods, going to teaching them. Where they need the medicine at. I know it's a lot of spots where they really need medicine at. People that stay in the hood all day, stay around. They not going where Esau live at, where Esau them be at. You know what I mean? Here and there, they about to catch the train somewhere to go shopping or something. Where brothers be posting up at. You know what I mean? You know, because it ain't that many schools. You know, it's a few schools, but They need medicine everywhere. But it's a lot of spots I'm saying, like in these real hard neighborhoods, they need a lot of medicine, man. You know. Am I just gonna teach that? No, I'm gonna teach everywhere like I'm doing now. But these people is really deprived of medicine. They ain't getting no medicine. They probably hearing about it, but you gotta see that stuff up in person. Getting your ass rebuked in the flesh in person. Seeing a brother Sean, brother might you might pull somebody in from that neighborhood. He can go back and tell what's really going on. Nah, this for real. We doing this, we doing that. And maybe pull some more souls in. And you go throughout the neighborhoods, and you just can pull one soul out that neighborhood, you know, and you could potentially grab more out. Somebody that probably was running the streets or was a hole out there, anything. People see them turned all the way around and they starting to glow and got a better spirit on them. They might want to do that too. Okay, it's a now let's go to so let's read it again. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every man by their posts. So we supposed to search diligently out here, wherever you at, trying to find males that's gonna stand up and be ready to go to war. Let's get it. Go to Proverbs 20 and 18. Book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 18. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war. So what's the counsel? These scriptures right here. What's the good advice? The good advice could be from an elder, wise elder. You know what I mean? Books. You know what I mean? Good advice that you find in the scriptures, how to carry yourself and what to be doing and all that. Also, good advice. You at war, you trying to get all the weaponry you can get. I got these books just come in. Willie Lynch letter. I got this actual letter my god brother gave me sitting on my desk. This junk, miseducation of the Negro, the religious instruction of the Negroes. I ain't really diving this junk yet. Uh, oh, I got one more junk. This for my devil's medicine class. Cause yeah, CDC, I'm coming for you, Jack. I'm about to come and attack you, man. Y'all devils, man, with that medicine. My class called the devil's medicine. This was a Edomite, I believe. I think his mother died from cancer. So we started researching, man, and dug up all this information about cancer and all that in the criminal conduct of the CDC, man. He got another book too, a blue junk like this. I ain't get it. You know what I mean? This junk say crimes, conspiracy, and death of my mother. This Esau, like the elder said today. Even Esau rising up against his own people, man. The wickedness they doing. Look, the scriptures say that. I don't know where that junk. I think it's in Job. It's in Job. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's in Job. I think it was Job 37. I doubt it. It say, I can't find that jump. Let's say I could be wrong, could be somewhere else. A jump where it say his own counsel gonna go against him, talking about Esau. So what the scripture just say? 20 and 18, Proverbs chapter 20, verse 18. Every purpose is established by counsel. What's the purpose? The purpose is we at war, we being oppressed. You know what I mean? The purpose is to do this work the Most High want us to do. You know what I mean? It say every purpose is established by counsel. This Bible is the counsel that's giving us our purpose to teach our people, man. And with good advice make war. So once we get the good advice is this Bible and a rack of other books, like I'm doing a devil medicine class, I can get some good advice out here and attack them. I'm gonna have some other books too about the fluoride, some other stuff. I'm gonna put it together, attack. You know what I mean? I'm about to do some other little classes to finish my milk jumps off and do some other stuff in between to give me more time to do some more research, put that jump together. But yeah, make war. Let's go to Sirach 37 and 11. It say will make with good advice make war. So if you making good advice and making war, this would not to do. The book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 11. Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous. That's just talking about don't consult with a woman that's jealous of you. You consulting with a woman about a woman you like or something like that, and she jealous of that woman. She gonna give you the wrong advice about that woman. You know what I mean? Neither with a coward in matters of war. So if the scripture's telling me to make good advice and go to war, get good advice and make war, with good advice make war. Then over here it say, don't consult with cowards, neither with cowards in matters of war. So if you see brothers got soft spurs on them, man, I don't care who it is. You can't be going to them asking them nothing about this truth. What you think I should do with this or with that? Or you letting them tell you stuff about how you teach it. Y'all teaching too rough, too hard. Y'all going out there teaching. Leave them people alone. I need to soften it up some. Nah, Negroes. Y'all niggas weak, man. We have spiritual warfare out here, man. Nobody ain't got time for that soft sucker stuff, man. I know I don't, because I ain't having it. You know what I mean? I got babies. I ain't got time for that weak shit, man. Let's go to Sirach 12 and 10. It say, neither would cowards in matters of war. So I'm not going to go to no coward about Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So we know who our enemies is, the so-called white man, Esau. I'm not going to consult with no coward about these devils. Consult with him so he can tell me to leave them alone. And we all God's chosen children. Lies. The Most High love everybody. Slavery, that was in the past. You should let your woman wherever she want. Let your kid, let your son put a dress on, man. That's who he want to be. It's all good, man. You know, he understand. He 3 years old and he already understand. He's a female in a boy body. It say, never consult with cowards in matters of war. So I'm not consulting with no cowards, man, in wartime, man. We at war right now. Never trust thine enemy, man. It say good advice, then make war. What's the good advice? Never trust thine enemy, for his iron rusteth so his wickedness. So what do rust do? Rust start off as a little spat, and it get worse and worse and worse and worse like that. So it's letting us know these devils gonna get worse. Like I said in the beginning, I seen IUIC, they did a joint about the transgender dogs. Now they got transgender little draws for boys called tuck buddies or something. Yeah, it say never trust thine enemies, for as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Man, these devils gonna get worse and worse and worse. This kingdom gonna get worse and worse and worse. Negroes think they gonna just have their little house and their little car, their little fence, and come home every day, and it's just gonna be peaches and cream and smelling fresh air, and that's over there. I ain't gotta work. Like danger ain't gonna come to their doorstep. The Most High stirring that pot, man. He fixing that. He fixing the leak, man. That's in the earth. He slowly tightening that wrench, man. And if you ain't trying to follow the Most High Yahawah, man, you're gonna get caught up. Especially trying to say these devils, man, who gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean? They trying to have all the Israelites facts, man. If you ain't no athlete or no singer, no dancer, no comedian, you know what I mean? Even then, they'd prefer you to be a faggot even then. Because a lot of them getting hit in their ass. You know what I mean? By old white men. These disgusting, rat-faced devils, man. That's dying from skin cancer at alarming rates. I ain't gonna hide this truth from my son. My son gonna know everything I know. I got a lot to teach him. It say never trust thy enemies. Let's see another reason why. I said he gonna get worse and worse and worse. Let's see the proof that he gonna get worse. If he gonna get worse like iron, meaning he gonna get more wicked as time go on. Let's see who it's gonna be geared towards though. It say, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood. This is the judgment on Edom. Edom is the so-called white man, the Edomites. This junk right here, the caption of that, 35 right there. The judgment on Edom, man. Why? It say, let's jump up to verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel. So, it say they got a perpetual hatred, man. Meaning they never gonna stop hating us, man. So that iron that rusteth, what rust do get worse over time. That little spot of just it'll wind up eating the whole car up. You know what I mean? That's how they gonna do our nation. Do a little evil over here, over there, implement this, implement that. And over time, all that stuff gonna grow to mass to the point we gonna be gone. If we ain't out, if the prophets one woke up to teach the servants of the Most High, our nation is doomed, man. You got a lot of weak, effeminate males out here, man. I don't glorify the streets, but in a way, I'm glad the way I grew up because it made me all steady. You know what I mean? You know, my father died. My brother father raised us up to preteens like 12. Then he died. You know what I mean? You know, but he taught us about herbs, hunting, rock a little survival stuff he taught us, you know what I mean? He got caught up out here in this world, man. You know, it's a lot of stuff I got built up that make me teach like a warrior the way I be teaching, man. He got caught up in Esau traps out here. My brother too, his son. You know what I mean? It's a lot. Me too. You know what I mean? I just ain't purged from it. But all this stuff that done happened to me, man, that made me the warrior that I am. I'm willing to die about stuff that I stand cold-heartedly and firmly believe, man, that I know is the truth. This truth. Let's go to, it say there has a perpetual hatred. That's talking about the so-called white man. But let's see who else involved in it with him. He ain't by himself. He ain't by himself in this stuff. Nah, buddy. Let's go to Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 83 and 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. The hidden ones is us, the Israelites. They sat behind closed doors and consulted against us, ways to keep us oppressed and sinning against your house. They have said, come, I consulted against thy hidden ones. What's some of the ways they consulted against us? Push rappers that teach whoredom, that rap about whoredom. Now all our sisters, they praise being a whore. They want to be like Beyonce, Lil Kim with the blonde hair and all that. Wearing all this boob jobs, butt jobs, fake eyelashes. What's another way they consulted against us? Made it. A man can't get a job unless he cut his beard and stuff off. That's the commandment for the men to rock the beard. Because how you could tell a male line and a female line? The male line got his mane on. You know what I mean? It's a lot of ways, man. Pump the black woman up to make her think she don't need no man. If she ain't need no man, then God just would have created a woman by herself, man. To procreate more women. It'd just be an earth full of women. Man, how dumb is that, man? That's the most stupidest stuff I ever heard. But Esau and them pushed it, though. On their radio stations. That single black woman shit. Got our women bugged out. Thinking they this and thinking they that. I had to rebuke my wife about a lot of stuff. She get her ass rebuked from time to time. You know what I mean? For misspeaking. I'm not playing in this truth. I don't care. This is about rulership and not going to that lake of fire, that second death. You know what I mean? You know, if this stuff kick off before my babies get grown, then that means I'm responsible for what happened to them. Whatever happened to them is my fault. Yeah. So let's read some more. They have taken crafty counsel against the people and consulted against our hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation." You know what I mean? Because I don't know if that's in Judah. It said, "If lest they God be, if they sin, lest they God be with them." You know what I mean? I don't know the scripture verbatim. Lest they Lord be with them. I gotta think on. I gotta think some more. But yeah, scripture saying if we sinning, basically we sinning, the Most High ain't backing us up. He pissed at us. If we keeping the commandments, He love us and gonna put us over everybody. They have said, "Cut and come and let us cut them off from being a nation." So it say they have said, "Come and let us cut them from being a nation." That come mean, come on, let's form this United Nations against the Israelites. We ain't got nobody representing us in no United Nations. They consulted it say that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. So we ain't known by the Israelites' name. What we known by? We was called Negroes, coons, wetbacks, spicks, savages, pink lips, watermelon eaters, Afro Americans, African Americans, niggas, blackie, monkeys. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Man, we the Israelites, man. We ain't none of that stuff. We God, we the most high chosen people, man. We come descend from the chosen real estate on the earth, the land of Israel, man. For they have, verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So some people's confederate against us, man. They confederate against us. Why you think it's a Chinatown? Where Negro Town at? All these different communities they got. And they communities, I don't care if it's Poland, a Polish community, a Italian community, they got their own stores and shops and all that, and businesses. I don't care if it's Japanese, Vietnamese community, they got their own everything, man. We ain't got nothing as a nation. Most High drying our ass out, drying all the pride up off of niggas. Said, cut us off from being a nation. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So all these nations, they in it together. They all play a part in this stuff. You know what I mean? The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes. Moab is the Chinese, Ishmaelites is the Arabs. The main two, they got businesses all in our communities. Esau get them loans so they can put establish businesses in our communities and oppress us. The tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, these wet dog smelling animals, man. Jabal and Ammon, the Japanese, and Amalek, the fake Jews, they oppressing us because they own the media, the television, the magazines, the rap, the singing, all that stuff they own to get pushing messages in they to brainwash our people. You know what I mean? They coming together against us, man. So we talking about war, how we supposed to be about it. You know, we woke up to this truth, and as a man of the Most High, how you supposed to be in this truth, man? Proverbs 30, verse 30. A lion which is strongest among beasts, and turneth not away for any. Man, I'm gonna be a lion in this truth, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be a lion in this truth. Till either the chariots come get me or the mole truck come get me. It's either or with me. Either or. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep striving to build up a school, keep, learning from wise elders. You know what I mean? Because I'm still learning. Like the elder said today too. If you stop learning, something wrong with you. Yeah. Like I say, that's how you get better. Even if you got something down pat, you tell yourself, I can get better with this. I can do this different and that different and make that better. And it could be something perfect, but that's how you get better. Because it'll have you meditating on, and you might do find a little niche, a niche to take your stuff up another notch. Let's go to First Chronicles 11 and 20. So it say the lion, the strong amongst beef, turning that away from enemy. Book of First Chronicles, chapter 11, verse 20. This one of David's mighty men, one of his boys. It say, and Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the three, for lifting up his spear against 300. He slew them. Nah, he tried to negotiate with them. They was his enemies. He just tried to negotiate. He ain't really want no smoke. You know what I mean? Because it was more, but they was deeper than him. For lifting up his spear against 300, he slew them and had a name among the three. You know what I mean? That's what we doing. It's the same thing. We ain't physically doing it. We doing it in another way. We battling the whole earth right now, trying to wake our people up. It say, and Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the three of David top three assassins he had rolling with him. For lifting up his spear against 300, he slew them. Nah, he threw rocks at them. He slew them. Nah, he told them it's all good. We can work something out. He slew them. Can't be weak in this truth, man. You can't be weak. All that sitting on Facebook, rocking on Facebook is bugged out. Just thriving, trying to come up with all these different understandings to the point you getting bugged out. You getting bugged out. If you talking against a camp, against camps, the understanding of that's how we supposed to be teaching. Get to school, squad up, and you go teach here and there in the highways and byways. That's scriptural. So if you speaking out, how can you speak out against that? Because what you scared to even try? For lifting up his spear against 300, he slew them. Let's go to Nehemiah, uh, Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 14. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, be not ye afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. Hold up. Let me see if I can go up some. It's talking about when they say Nehemiah overcomes opposition from Sanballat. Maybe it's trying to build a wall. All right, I'm going to go up to verse 10. Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 10. Hold on. No, I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up to verse 7. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdudites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth and conspired all of them together to come and fight against Jerusalem. You know what I mean? So that's another way right there. How they people always was trying to team up against us, man. That's how powerful we is. It say, and conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God and set a watch against them day and night because of them. You see that throughout this book, it's talking about praying to the Most High work, because it do. I seen it firsthand. I ain't gonna say what I prayed for, you know what I mean, and you know, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I ain't talking about nothing personal. I'm talking about something that the Most High did to the other nations from prayer. Yeah, so brothers that's in this truth, that's spiritual, really spiritual on that level, they know what I'm talking about because they done did it too. It say, nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God, Yahawah, and set a watch against them day and night because of them. We knew these peoples was trying to get us. So we ain't lay down and not do nothing. It say, and set a watch against them day and night because of them. That's what we doing now. I'm meditating day and night in this truth. And the brothers doing it also. The brothers that's like warriors out here. Because I know we got the same mindset as far as how we see this truth on a bigger scale. You know what I mean? The little stuff we supposed to be doing. Because we the watchmen. And set a watch against them day and night because of them. So that's what we doing now. We being watchmen now because of them. The Edomites and the other nations. And Judah said, the strength of the bearers of burdens is decayed, and there is much rubbish, so that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversary said, They shall not know, neither see, till we come in the midst among them, and slay them, and cause the work to cease. And it came to pass, when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, from all places whence ye shall return unto us, they shall be upon you. Verse 13. Therefore, set I in the lower places behind the wall, and on the higher places I even set the people after their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. Verse 14. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, be not ye afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. So, how you not going to stand up for the Most High like a warrior, man? He say he going to fight for me against the workers of iniquity. When it say, remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. So when you out there teaching and all that, you fighting for your nation, your wives, your brothers, your sons, your daughters, your houses. Take you to that. You fighting for everything you got, man. That's the same thing we going through now. First Maccabees 14 and 26. The book of Maccabees, chapter 14, verse 26. But, oh, this second Maccabees. We go to first Maccabees. Book of First Maccabees 14, verse 26. For he and his brethren and the house of his father have established Israel, and chased away and fight their enemies from them, and confirm their liberty. It is for he and his brethren and the house of his father have established Israel. Established our customs, established what we supposed to be doing, how we supposed to be serving the Most High, and chased away and fight their enemies. No, they paid them to go away. And chased away and fight their enemies. No, they chased them away with a handshake and some money and bow down to them. Chased away and fight their enemies. No, chased away and squashing a beef with their enemies. And chased away and fight their enemies from them and confirm their liberty. Man, we're a nation of warriors, man. Y'all weak Negroes, y'all better get that through y'all head, man. Know what I mean? And you weak Negroes, you weak Negroes in the truth, man. Yeah. Negroes in huddles, man, sounding like, looking like some effeminate squares out there, man. Like y'all just dropped out of college or something, found this truth, and y'all out there teaching Esau doctrine about these miracles Christ supposed to did, not seeing the deeper message in it. Thinking they a lot of y'all brothers, man, y'all think this Bible some fantasy stuff. The stuff y'all learned in Sunday church, man. And y'all Negroes can drop dead with that fantasy, man. Because y'all, that's that same spirit that's saying we ain't got to do nothing but just know we in the truth. And we ain't got to prepare and prep. We ain't got to do nothing for ourselves. You know what I mean? Other than teaching. And the Most High going to do everything. Yeah, he going to do the bulk of the heavy lifting. But we got to put some work in too. Getting together with your brothers ain't just standing out there in a huddle like y'all about to design a play and just pointing y'all finger at people reading the Bible. A lot of y'all ain't even reading the Bible no more. Y'all on y'all phone reading. You know what I mean? You know. But yeah, man. Let's go back. It say, for he and his brethren and the house of his father has established Israel and chased away and fight their enemies from them and confirm their liberty, man. Their freedom and confirm their freedom. How you confirm your freedom? You know you conquered your enemies. You ain't got to worry about them sneak attacking you and coming back, lying in wait for you. You ain't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the end of this. This first dose of daily dose was daily medicine. Dose number one, the warrior. You know what I mean? Shabbat Shalawam to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad. You know what I mean? All the camps that's fighting in sincerity, man, and this truth, man. The the sisters, the brothers and the sisters that's striving and struggling hard to do the right thing, to be in favor with the Most High Yahawah, man. This Zephaniah treasured warrior spirit for the Most High Yahawah, Yahawah, spiritual assassin for the Most High God, Yasha'Allah, aka Yah Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most High, mighty one, God of Israel. And we got next. You know what I mean? Kwame Shala, Kwame Shala, Kwame Shala, Kwame Shala, Kwame Shala, Kwame Shala, Kwame Shala. You know what I mean? Um, and all praises to the Most High for this truth, man. You know what I mean? Keep battling and stick together, y'all.